What is a sign that you're unattractive? The only compliment you get is that you're funny. You're 13 and at a sleepover and a fellow 13-year-old you've known for 20 minutes looks you straight in the eye and, unprompted, says, "You're really ugly." I'm less ugly now, but it was true at the time. You're a bitch, Jordan. When you post a picture to social media and all the comments are about how brave you are. When you have, "You are nice from inside" talk with your parents/friends. You get the sympathy smile. When people talk to you in order to get to know your friend. The only people commenting on your looks are an entire generation older than you. Small kids saying you are ugly. Several people send you the same poem about being beautiful quote on the inside. Yeah, that happened. If you tell a self-deprecating joke, everyone will look uncomfortable or get quiet. Edit. Wow, my most popular comment by far is about self-deprecating jokes. Fun. The only people who smile at you are people who work in retail. When the popular kids would prank their friends by getting you to ask their friend out. When I worked at a homeware store I greeted a guy and we started conversation, can't remember how, but it ended with him gesturing to my face and saying beauty isn't on the outside, it's on the inside. I'm sure he meant well, but God, did that cause a spiral of self-consciousness. I was only 15. You only match with bots on Tinder. When someone of the opposite gender hugs all your friends, but high-fives you. When people's eyes just consistently glaze over you. I had really bad acne in high school. It sucked at the time, but now I can laugh at the fact I used to look like a lumpy tomato. But babies would always cry, and I recall a lot of dogs barking at me. Mirrors? When you smile at someone, and they pretend they didn't notice. When you accidentally catch a girl's eye, and just give a little smile to not seem rude, and their face contorts in disgust, and then they quickly look away, and you can hear them exhale with punctuation. Ouch. So you learn to take more showers and wear nicer clothes and shave your face and get a haircut more often and go to the gym twice a week. Then a year later, you've lost 40 pounds and you are buying well-fitting clothes and notice how easy it is to open a jar of jelly with just your hands. So then next time you are at the grocery store and catch a random girl's eye, you smile at a girl and she hides her face and she goes, "Ouch." That is when you know you are unattractive. The government asks you to wear a mask in public and stay 6 foot away from everyone. I wish I can find a partner just like you. When the guy in the van is suddenly all out of candy. Your parents make you live in the shed out back and only feed you biscuits with mustard. When you joke about someone liking you and they act like it's the most repulsive thing in the world. When you're at a party and you stand by the keg for 10 minutes while the dude in charge of filling cups ignores you in favor of all the hot girls who came over after you. When a guy taps you on the shoulder, you turn around to say hi, and then you immediately see the regret on his face. And then he has the balls to admit he doesn't really want to talk to you anymore. #TRUESTORY. One time while going to the gym a guy held open a door for these smaller prettier girls and then just stopped holding it for me. The day I realized I was unattractive. I was 10 years old, in 5th grade. The governor's wife had cancer and my 5th grade teacher decided my class would make big "Get Well" banner for the governor's wife. I was the only kid that really worked on it. Recesses, lunches, after school, a few other kids had started working on it, but quit after the first day. When it was finished my teacher took us 4 students and the banner to the Capitol building. A reporter and a photographer from one of the newspapers was there, and they did a little story about it and took a number of pictures. The next morning my dad went to the store to buy a copy of the paper because I was going to be in it. When he found the small article and photo, the picture they used was one where the photographer had our teacher standing to the left of the shot, the other 3 kids from my class we holding 3 of the corners of the banner, and he had moved me to the right out of the shot. I got the obligatory, not pictured, line in the caption of the photo. That was the day I realized I was ugly, the day that I realized when the kids at school made fun of me, they weren't being mean, they were being honest, that adults saw me as ugly too, and that even a photographer, reporter and an editor of a newspaper decided that a photo for a human interest story would be ruined it, I were in it. When you post a selfie saying you're ugly and everyone is nice instead of accusing you of fishing for compliments. When your friends and family say they have someone perfect for you, and every single time they show you pictures of equally unattractive people. That's what they think of you. When you get bounced at the club, where regular people get in easily. When you show up in court due to a parking ticket and end up with a 5-year jail sentence. You post on Reddit. When you take 20 selfies and can't find a single good one. You're cute, just not my type. If you hear that a bunch, I have bad news. Hi fellow classmate. I have a boyfriend. You drop the soap in the prison shower and nothing happens. When something bad happens, people don't bend over backwards to tell you it's okay. I once dated an extremely attractive girl who rear-ended a middle-aged gentleman in a nice car and he just laughed it off and told her not to worry about it. It turns out that was not the first time something like that had happened to her. I was baffled and apparently not attractive enough and or wrong gender to have ever experienced something like that in my life. Ha. You roll up to the club in a Lambo and fly threads and the ladies still ignore you. When you go to the haunted house and you come out with a job application, which is actually good in these troubling times.